Hey everybody, it is the Joel and Cole Express.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that already.
It is Middle-Aged and Mediocre. I am the Cole of the Joel and Cole. I'm Cash.
That makes me Joel.
That makes that guy over there the Joel.
Yeah, the Joel.
The Joel and Cole Express.
Oh yeah.
It's a pretty good name.
It is.
I mean, not bad.
Not bad at all.
So what's
Coming
going
to
on?
a Goodwill near you.
Yeah.
For some thrifting.
Looking for those VHSs.
Yep.
I'm going to it's later this month, I think, or maybe next month. There's a store opening in Beckley. And since I basically work for them now, I'll get to go to a event thing where it's like I'll get to go in and shop before anybody else.
Oh, Goodwill.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And it's in Beckley, so like at first I was like, I don't want to drive to Beckley.
Yeah.
But then I was like, there is a chance for first dibs on VHS tapes if there's any. So.
Or I found a Floby at a Goodwill here when it first opened.
A Floby.
Yeah, it was like $2 and I sold it for
I
like
remember
50.
when you had that.
Yeah.
Did you ever try it?
No.
No? Okay.
No, I don't have hair.
Well, yeah. But
I guess I do now. Yeah, my beard.
yeah.
Nah, I didn't want it.
It sold for $50?
Yeah, online.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have to keep an eye out for a Floby.
Hell yeah.
I'm hoping while I fly out to Orlando tomorrow. I'm hoping while I'm there.
Boy, will your arms be tired.
2-hour flight. I'm gonna be flapping my arms. I'm hoping I can find some thrift stores and stuff around close that I can get to.
Man, Florida?
Yeah.
Orlando, Florida.
I'm
worried for you, buddy.
The Orlando. I mean, they could have some real good VHS tapes down there.
Yeah.
Or
the heat and humidity could just have ruined them all.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. You'll see. And I'll hear about it.
I'll record.
I've never been to Florida.
I've been there twice. I hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
It sucks.
I don't. I don't know if we have any listeners in Florida.
I don't know.
Like, I'll go as far as South Carolina, and I think that's maybe Georgia.
Like I'm staying in a resort at Universal Studios, so I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Like that's.
Now we have friends down there.
Yeah, we know some people in Florida.
Oh yeah, copies.
Yoppies. Yeah. Well, he's at the other attraction.
Oh, okay.
Park.
All right.
So I won't be seeing him.
Man.
Unless, he's decided to go visit the enemy that day.
Yeah.
He'll find two enemies.
Bury the hatchet.
He'd bury a hatchet in me.
Bury the hatch or hatchet?
Well, he's a juggalo, so he'd bury the hatchet.
Okay, but the expression is bury the hatch?
No, bury the hatchet.
Bury the hatchet, okay.
Yeah.
What is that? So you're not going to axe somebody to death, so you bury it in the ground?
Bury
It's
the
like,
hatchet,
okay.
that way you're not gonna.
You could also bury it in someone's skull.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's right. He would do that to me.
No. It wouldn't penetrate at all. All right, no one knows what we're talking about. Go on to something else.
But yeah, so hopefully I can find some good stuff. But that's, we're not here to talk about me, but let's talk about me some more.
Yeah.
So we haven't recorded in
2 weeks.
We didn't record last week because I had a wrestling show.
Yeah.
First time in 5 years. It was in Parkersburg, our hometown.
Beautiful day for it.
Outdoor show. Usually I hate outdoor shows quite a bit. But other than a lot of wind before the show.
Few drops of rain, but they felt good.
Yeah, I think it rained just for like a few minutes.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I don't think, was there a lot of wind while you were there?
No, I didn't experience much wind.
So before people started really getting there, like early in the day, there was a few times where all of a sudden everything just started flying away from us.
Yeah,
And like I was honestly a little bit concerned with how hard the wind was blowing, that the ring was probably going to move. Like it was bad.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit of a concern, but it seemed like that stopped.
Yeah.
Around 3 or 4.
But there's a lot of people there too, so maybe that helped with like blocking some wind. I don't know.
Yeah, it was a good turnout. A good day for a wrestling show. It wasn't too hot. By the time I got out there to wrestle, the sun was setting. It was It was pretty cool. I mean, not warm at all.
The little bit of breeze helped. It wasn't super windy, but there was a slight breeze. It really. I mean, I wasn't hot once.
Yeah.
I mean, I was hot because I got it like that.
I mean, you were like looking good.
Yeah, I was looking good.
I didn't see anybody.
No. And Kylie came. It was her first ever live wrestling.
There was a lot of people there for their first ever wrestling show.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
She liked it. I was like, giving her the rundown.
Yeah.
Which, is probably fun.
All the feedback I've gotten so far, everybody had a really good time. Everybody really enjoyed the whole show, not just.
It was good. People watching times. I saw a lot of old friends, people from the gym and stuff I haven't seen in years. Just watching how it all went down. I felt so bad for the guy taking money because there wasn't one entrance.
Yeah.
It was like all. It would be like during the match, like the guy that runs into the cross would be like, "All right, go see Jason. Jason, raise your hand, Jason," or whatever the guy's name was. And like I was like, I should just go around and start taking money. But like, yeah, I'm Jason. Give me that.
Right here. Yeah, because people could come in from all sides.
Yeah.
Like anywhere, because it was just in the middle of.
And it's like, how close do you have to get to pay? Like, if
Right.
you're standing on the grass right outside the parking lot, is that for free?
Yeah, like what? Yeah, what are the lines? And how would we ever stop anybody from just standing on the sidewalk?
Yeah.
And watching.
Yeah. And I was noticing the new hotel across the street. Like some of the windows were open. I was like,
oh,
man,
really?
I was like, we should have got a hotel room and just watched it from up there.
That hotel is nice.
Yeah, it'd be like the Sky Dome in Toronto where you could like
Yeah.
get a hotel room like right there where a window faces the field.
And it would be pretty much the same
I
show.
always wanted to do that.
That would be badass.
Yeah. But it's a good wrestling show. There was some good action. I gotta tell you, I know the shows need them, but I fucking hate intermissions.
I didn't think we were going to do one, and then when I heard that it was going to happen, I was like, fuck, I don't want to, like, come on, let's go.
Yeah, like, like, instead of intermission, have someone come out and cut, like, a 5-minute promo or I don't know. I mean, I get it. Like I said, I get it.
I will say, having the intermission did make it to where, as I came out from my match, the sun was setting.
Yeah.
And it was, like, a very gorgeous sky. So that was, like, that worked out pretty well, but at the same time...
The weather was perfect for you ignoring me the entire...
Yeah, yes, it was. It was good Joel ignoring weather. I will say that.
Aaron gave me a sign, and sure, you held Aaron's sign up, but he didn't look once at me and my sign.
I'd looked at your sign.
Okay.
I do remember you had a sign too.
Yeah.
And if you were in the front row, I'd have grabbed yours too.
You know I'm not going to be in the
But
front row.
I was like, I'm not going back 3 or 4 rows. And the people that were sitting in the very front row where you were, were somebody, an individual at work with his girlfriend and family and stuff. So I was like, I need to get in the ring because he was also just yelling my government name.
Yeah, I heard that.
And I was like, hey, dude, you want to quit blowing up my spot?
My name's Cole Cash. I'm the Cosmic Cowboy.
Yeah, but I lived. I wasn't sure how I was gonna go.
I thought it was really good. Logan's so good.
Logan's great.
He's just his intensity and because I mean, you know, I was there for some of the training and those matches you guys used to have at the gym and just watch. I mean, I haven't seen him in years, but that's the one person I didn't really get to talk to. I wish I could have been like, hey, bud, keep it up.
I've started to realize lately that he is what AEW wants Hook to be. But he's really good at it. Like, he's so much better than Hook in every way.
I can't even think of what Hook's voice sounds like. I don't think he talks a lot.
Any normal person you've ever heard
from the Bronx.
Yeah.
I'm wrestling here.
Just like,
I wanted to say that.
He's basically just like, hey, I'm Hook.
Yeah, my hair's in my face.
My hair's, look at me. I'm like Justin Bieber over here. So yeah, it was good. In the back, so like leading up to when my match started, I was just sitting there and like I couldn't ever feel like I wasn't pretending. Like it just felt so weird being in a locker room again and like having gear on and like knowing I had a match coming up. Because like there was a part of me that just felt like as soon as my match was going to be up, I was going to be like, oh yeah, guys, just kidding.
I'm not doing this.
I'm not doing this. You fucking crazy. Then we went out, had the match. I didn't feel any worse than I did.
Yeah.
Like when I woke up, so the show was on a Saturday.
Yeah.
When I woke up Sunday morning, didn't feel any worse than I did Saturday morning. So
I think you're so far at a point, like
I don't know. Yeah, other than like just
unless you get hit by a car,
getting
like,
paralyzed. Yeah. I don't think I could be much worse.
Your body just because you threw some suplexes in there and
I was
top rope drop kick. I mean, you.
Well, I didn't do a drop.
No, you took it though and you bumped it. I mean. These are wrestling terms. I'll try to slow down for you.
Would you please? I've been out of the game for a while.
I took what?
I did what now? But yeah, so afterwards, I was telling you, we were talking a little bit before we started recording. So there were also bands that were playing. The show was held at the Elks. I still can't remember if it was Elks Club or
the
Elks
world's
Lodge.
famous Elks Club, Parkersburg, West Virginia, I think.
Okay.
Across from Noe I think Office place closed. Used to be Noe.
Yeah, I don't know if it's open or not.
Yeah.
Probably not because they charge a lot of money for stuff you can do yourself now, pretty quick and cheap. But so yeah, there were a lot of bands playing afterwards inside the club, and I had planned on hanging around after the show, having some drinks.
Which the club is not much of a club. It's just a big giant room.
Yeah, with a bar.
With a bar in the corner.
But then if you go upstairs where we were...
Yeah, I did go upstairs for a second.
Oh,
but
you did?
I felt weird being up there because, like, I'm not a worker and I was in the locker room, but I was taking you those boots, you know, so I was like, luckily you're right there by the door, and I was like, kept my head down, didn't make eye contact with anyone else. I was like, I know I'm not supposed to be here. I'm just trying to give Josh Kosh some boots.
So you came up those death stairs.
I hated those steps.
Those terrified me.
Going back down, I was like, holy shit.
Man, I did not like it.
That was my match for the day.
Yeah, I didn't like it at all. But yeah, so I was planning on hanging out, watching the bands, having some drinks.
Yeah.
And I had went in there earlier in the day, got a drink, left my debit card open a tab, left my debit card. So I go back in and was planning on having some drinks, watching the bands. And supporting them, they all came out to support us. So
all the band guys were out there loving the show and stuff.
I wanted to do the same, but I get in there and it's like total chaos. I can tell like something's going on. Like it's just something's fucked up.
Yeah.
And find out that pretty much right as the show was ending, and everybody started to kind of like flood in and started wanting drinks and stuff. The lady that was working, the bartender, she had apparently just said "fuck this." And left because their average night is probably 10 old guys in there.
They get cans of old
they get
Milwaukee.
the same shit, yeah. So she apparently said fuck it and left. So there's like a couple random people that are members of the club back behind the bar trying to figure stuff out, but like no one knows how to work the register. No one they're basically just like,
that's a nightmare.
It suddenly turned into cash only. And then they're just like
exact change.
They're just like grabbing people's cash and like keeping it like wadded up and then like digging through it to try to make change.
Oh my god.
So I finally ended up getting a beer. I had a little bit of cash on me, so I finally ended up getting a beer. But then I'm like, hey, I started a tab earlier with my debit card. I need my debit card back before I go. And everybody's like, we don't know where that would be. And I was like, well, I need it. I mean,
you have to look.
Yeah, I was like, well, I'm going to have to get it.
It's not right here in front of me. I checked both my hands. They're empty. I don't know.
There's balls of cash in my hands. Yeah. I don't see a debit card. So I had just got a new debit card like 2 days before the show.
Oh.
My other one, I ended up having a charge from a gas station in Virginia.
That's me.
Like $80.
Yeah.
Well, you should have told me. It would have been nice. So I had just got this, and I was like, I'm not going through this again. So like they kind of were just like, we don't know what to tell you, and so I was like, I'm
coming back.
That's why I said, I was like, well, I can come back and look for it, and they're like, no, and I go, well, somebody has to find my debit card. I don't care who. So finally they find it, and I'm like, I got to get the fuck out.
That's
of here.
a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. So my anxiety was going through the roof. I felt really bad. Like I hated that, because our boys Triceratops were playing. Like I hadn't seen, they weren't playing yet, so. But then, like, was Ryan Fields' band 5?
Final Seconds of Suffering.
I really wanted to check them out.
Yeah.
And, Arachnid was playing. Like, I wanted to check out all these bands. So I feel bad. But, I mean, from what I hear, they killed it.
Yeah. Pictures look pretty awesome.
Between the wrestling show and the music, I think it was a pretty great time. It's just a bummer that there wasn't a little bit more.
It's promising for Parkersburg for all the people that came out. I would love for RSW to come back or...
We are
What's
looking.
the other Western one? ASW? Is that one too?
ASW runs in like Madison, and like it runs down towards like South Charleston, that area.
I mean, we're not that far away from
And then Mega Wrestling's in Dunbar. Or no, it's Dunbar area.
I'd go back. I'd go back for some more shows.
We possibly found a building.
Yeah.
So we got to check into it when I get back. But we got to see what the price is going to be and everything. But it's the. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
Because nobody's gonna know what the fuck we're talking about. But yeah, so I'm alive. I don't know if that's my last match or not yet. My neck is. I think I told you about the chiropractor. I don't know if I talked about it in the last episode.
You tweeted it, and then I made a joke about it being raccoons in a doctor lab coat.
So I went to the chiropractor for the first time in my life. Not last week, the week before last. And he did an X-ray on my neck, and I hear him say. He either said, I can't remember now, he either said dear God or oh shit. Because he said both at different times. But I was like, well, that sounds good.
Yeah,
what's going on back there? And he's like, here, come here, let me show you this. So, like, he puts it up on the screen.
He just pulls his pants down.
Yeah.
You fell for that again?
Yeah, well,
God damn,
I didn't so much fall for it as I was just like, oh, okay, yeah.
Gonna see some dong.
But yeah, so he shows me the x-ray of my neck, and he goes, okay, so that's yours. And then he points to a picture that's hanging on the wall.
Yeah.
And he goes, that's what it's supposed to look like. So I looked over at that one, and I was like, well, mine doesn't look like that. And he goes, yeah, no, yours is terrible. And he's like, honestly, he's like, that's god-awful.
He quit like the bartender. He's like, this is too much for me. I can't handle it.
So, like, mine goes the opposite direction that it's supposed to.
Uh-huh.
So, like, where it's supposed to kind of curve, like, away from the front of your neck, like your, spine or whatever. It's supposed to kind of have a curve that's like away from your neck. Mine goes towards it, so like my head's always kind of like being pulled forward.
Could you
I have a big ass head.
Behind the curtain, you tuck your chin to take a bump.
Yeah.
So you're not.
Yeah. So apparently this chiropractor, because my chiropractor is basically from like he's an It's Always Sunny character basically.
Yeah.
He's just like,
he got little hands.
No. He said that he's like, I'm definitely sending this to my buddies in our group chat. And I kind of looked at him. He goes, yeah, me and some of my other chiropractor buddies, he's like, we share like x-rays, like people that are like really messed up. And he's like, I'm pretty sure this one's going to like take the cake.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I hope so.
Sometimes we get really hopeless cases and we go out and share with each other.
But so when I went back the next time, he's like, so I sent that x-ray to my buddies. And he's like, I asked them to like guess how old the person is with whatever. Apparently the average guess was about 80 years old.
So this guy just skipped bedside manner altogether in school.
Yeah, which I was fine with.
Hell yeah.
I don't need bedside
You're the
manner.
right guy for that. I can see a lot of other people.
Yeah, I prefer the.
Yeah, you're like awesome. You guys like high five.
Yeah, I'm just like, well, because I even said to him, I go, well, I'm glad I'm like helping you become.
You're like, I got the balls of a
popular
90-year-old.
Popular with your friends. But yeah, they all thought that this was the extra. This was an X-ray of like an 80-year-old who had suffered a traumatic neck injury.
Yeah.
Which
Joke's
is
on them.
Great news, I think. When he told them that no, this is a 41-year-old, they all were like, what the fuck happened to this guy? So
and he said wrestling.
But so the dude used to work in Atlanta. That's where he started his what are they, not a business really, but like a
practice.
I'm
talking about practice.
He started in Atlanta, so he used to work on fucking Haku.
Oh wow.
Who all did he say?
We have both his eyes.
Yeah, he's
okay,
still.
Because Haku will take an eye.
So Haku must have been okay with the bedside manner too.
Yeah, good.
Brian Adams from Chronic.
Crush.
Yeah, Kona Crush. Him. A couple other guys. Like he knows Sting because Sting's gym was like right around the corner. So he's like, and I was like, so you're kind of telling me that my neck, because I'm still able to wrestle.
Yeah.
My neck is actually stronger than Ming's, and nobody tell Ming I said that. But yeah, so he knows.
Ming comes crashing through the wall like the Kool-Aid Man.
I hope he's wearing his cool ass. Remember that one time he came on Nitro and he had on like the Batman cape.
Yeah.
I hope he wears that if he comes in.
Yeah.
Because that was cool. I don't know why he only did that once.
Ming is the baddest dude.
He's so cool
on the planet.
But yeah, so he's like kind of used to seeing wrestlers stuff, and he was just like, dude, he's like, what the fuck happened, But so when I get back from Orlando, I'm gonna have him x-ray my lower back because if my neck is that bad, I'm gonna blow his fucking mind with my back. So once I get that and I see like, am I going to risk, just snapping everything and not being able to move? We'll go from there. But,
yeah.
Right now,
I'm sure you'll always be involved. Somewhere.
Well, even if I don't wrestle,
you're a good talker. You got a mouth on you.
After being back in the
I can't stop looking at it. Yeah.
I don't know why. After being back, I'm like, what? So one way or the other, I'm going to be involved.
Yeah.
Like I missed it.
I mean,
so much.
just running shows and stuff. Because that's when I was there. I mean, I was watching everything. I was just like, I would like to get up and just help anyway. Like I just always say, like how they don't have like, come enter here, like signs that say,
Yeah. That's why I'm not a huge fan of outdoor shows. It's very hard to control things and. But yeah, so
it was great. It was a fun show. Everyone there really had a good time. It was kind of a more adult oriented.
Yeah. RSW is a bit more Yeah, real shoot
enjoyed
wrestling is a bit more for the adults.
Yeah.
Still, though, I don't think the show was anything like. I think you could have had kids there.
Oh yeah, there were kids there. I
Yeah.
mean, but it was just like every now and then something, just.
I think I said fuck a few times in
Yeah.
the promo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think some other people did too, but that just shows the real emotion of it.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. I mean, I was at the point where I was just like.
You're going to hear a lot worse in downtown Parkersburg.
Yeah, we're in downtown Parkersburg.
Stay on any parking lot for 10 minutes in downtown Parkersburg. You're going to hear some shit.
But
By the railroad tracks?
With it being like possibly, this may be the only match I have. This might be the last one ever or whatever. Like, there was a real, like, I'm kind of just doing and saying whatever I want.
Yeah.
Like, not to be like, I didn't want to fuck anything up for RSW, but at the same time.
Yeah, but
like,
you weren't like overly vulgar.
Yeah.
Like,
But if you, if you're listening to this and you want to kind of check out some of the action from that show, I would highly recommend going to the WrestleRoni YouTube page. WRESTLRONI.
The truth about the Roni. That's all I got. It's a good Bobby Brown song.
But he will be posting Saturday night, May 4th. May the 4th be with you.
Oh, yeah. I'll kill you.
So we're recording on Saturday. So he'll be posting tonight at 8. It'll be premiering Saturday Night Slam Masters.
Okay.
And it's going to be like, it's going to have some of the matches, some behind-the-scenes footage, an interview with me. So it's going to be a pretty
And that's
cool.
where you mentioned me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mostly just talk about you.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
He was like, well, can we get back to your... No!
No!
Let me tell you more about Joel. So, yeah, I would check that out. It should be pretty cool.
And while you're on YouTube, check out
us
our page, because we have, we've released...
Episode 1
Yeah.
of Whiff Whaff. The
Chadwick story.
Chadwick story.
Yeah.
Did you see the comment that was left on Facebook from, I forget who left it, but they were like, it was a dude, like, it was a guy, he's in Florida, actually.
Okay, I didn't see it. I only saw, like, Chase's comment about, like, he loved the voicemails and Tim said he loved it. Because that's all Chase. And I was like, we finally posted that. And I could, like, to him, he's probably, like, hadn't thought about it since,
Right.
But I was like, you were so good at it and all. And he's like, what? So that's why, next day I posted it again, talking about him and Tim's acting debut.
Yeah. But this dude commented that he started to watch it, but his ADHD, and then he has his son has disability, so he has to take care of his son a lot. So he's like, between that and my ADHD, he's like, I didn't make it very far into it, but he's like, I have to ask, what or who the fuck is that guy, and is this a real documentary or a mockumentary?
You gotta watch it and find out for yourself.
Yeah.
Make up your own mind.
So yeah, we've been sitting on this for a while.
Uh-huh.
This will be so go to our YouTube page, because this is gonna be a series where we do.
The story's not over.
The story is not over. The story is
now beginning.
just beginning.
Yep.
But it is Whiff Whaff, the story, or the Chadwick story, and it's what's the Chadwick is he loves ping pong.
Yeah.
Big ping pong guy, and he was entering the World American Ping Pong International Tournament.
Whop it.
The Whop It. So it's the World American International.
Yep.
Yeah. Pretty good stuff. I had a good time putting together the first episode.
Yeah.
Looking forward to doing more of it once I get back. So I
That's
think
that's the YouTubes for you.
I think everybody should just check. Like the first video's 9 minutes.
Yeah, it's not
something
very-
like that. Just
12, maybe something.
we'd love it if you checked it out.
Yep.
Leave some feedback.
Share
Share it. Give us a like. Subscribe to our channel. Click the subscribe button.
Yeah, smash it.
Turn on that notification button.
So you can hear the bell.
But I forgot. There were so many parts of it that I just had me laughing again, and
We've seen it a bunch.
I could put together a whole blooper reel too. Like there's probably not a lot. I could still put together probably a good 2-minute video of just little small things where you can either hear me laughing, you can kind of hear me laughing, or stuff where you'll say something and then you'll crack yourself up.
Yeah.
And you stop what you're saying, and your entire facial expression changes, and then you have to go back into it.
not the best actor.
What's the one line from you? You don't rhyme something. I don't think you rhyme something, but you're like, oh fuck, I wish I could remember. You say something and you're like, that's the whatever, like. It's like you basically turn a phrase.
Yeah.
Like you're so proud of yourself. Like you have this like, and it's in the episode.
Yeah.
You have this like stupid grin on your face, and you kind of like shake your head back because you're just so proud of yourself.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
I remember what you're saying, but I can't remember what I said.
It's fun though. It's a fun project.
So you watch and you tell us what I said.
And do subscribe to our YouTube channel because we're gonna start putting out a lot more video content. After putting that together, I'm like, oh, I want to do so much more shit.
Yeah.
Like not just this project.
Yeah. Other little things.
Yeah.
We got ideas.
But yeah, so that's what's been kind of going on over here with us, or with me. Joel's has been killing it on a national stand-up tour.
No, I have.
Yeah, I mean, you were in what? You were at the Chuckle Hut last night in Philly.
Yep. And then I'll be at the Laugh Hut.
Yeah.
And then the Giggle Hut. And then the Hut. Well, that's football, so.
Yeah. Then you'll be at the Laugh, Chuckle, and Giggle Hut.
Yeah.
On March 18th next year. But yeah, you've been hanging out with your papa.
Yeah, existing.
Yeah, just existing.
Had a 3-week stay with my dad, which I love my dad, but a 3-week visit from anybody can be it can start to get there.
That's a lot.
But I love my dad. I'm lucky to have him. Cancer survivor. So lucky to have him.
I don't know. Like, I love my dad too.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if my dad was suddenly just like, I'm going to stay with you for 3 weeks. I don't know if I'd be like, no, you're not.
I can't say that.
No, you're fucking not. I will pay for a hotel room for you for 3 weeks. I'll figure out a way to get the money.
Family.
Yeah. So, we don't really have a whole lot. We don't have a story. There's
just
not
updates.
Just some updates on what's going on with us. We really are going to start. I would like to start shifting to a lot more video content. We are going to start trying to put together videos of the podcast. We got to work out. We got to set up a little studio.
Yeah.
With some if you haven't checked it out yet, we were on the Blank show.
Yep. First City Podcast.
At Bat Lair Studios. And that made me like, I was like, I want a setup. Why don't we have this?
Yeah.
Money is the answer to that question.
And space, actual studio space too.
There's multiple answers. There's lots of things we don't have. We don't have anything. But I think
we got each other.
We got each other, and you know what?
That's all right.
That's all we
need.
Oh yeah, that too.
That's Bon Jovi. Got each other, and that's all right for love.
Oh, that is right.
We'll give it a shot. Oh, we're halfway there.
I cannot think of that fucking song.
Living on a prayer.
Yeah.
Take my hand. We'll make it, I swear.
Anything else?
That's it.
Do you know Blaze of Glory? That's my favorite.
Young Guns 2. And I know Bon Jovi dies in Young Guns 2 because my cousin cried because she was such a big Bon Jovi fan. And I laughed.
And did she think it was a documentary?
I was like, it's a movie. Like, these just made me like, Russell, fight! And they're like, Bon Jovi got killed in Young Guns 2!
The only character death I've ever felt that way about was Opie in Sons of Anarchy.
That was a pretty rough one.
Yeah. I was watching that like every week when it came out, like as it aired, and just did not expect that shit to happen to Opie of all people.
Yeah, Opie was the one that was grounded. You know, he was Jax's backbone.
I guess they're gonna possibly do a new season of that and either just say like Jax didn't actually die, or
he swerved at the last second,
or they're saying I read somewhere where they said that I forget the guy's name that made it. Starts with
Kurt Sutherland.
Yeah.
Kurt Sutherland.
Apparently he has an idea of like even if Jax died, how they could still do the show with him too.
Yeah.
So I mean, Ghost Jax, I guess, could be cool.
I don't even think
I don't think I'd watch it
because that show just went too long.
Yeah.
And like the whole season where they were in Ireland.
That's when it all started going downhill for me, I think.
Like that was season 3 or something.
Yeah.
Like the first couple seasons. Half Sack Man, that guy went crazy, and I was watching a show about him. It was like Hollywood stars have died and stuff. Like just
Oh yeah, I forgot that he lost his fucking mind.
Yeah, he like jumped off a roof.
A
after,
building
like,
of some
hitting
sort,
the
right? Like a
lady with
hotel or
hammer.
something?
It was like a bungalow in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, half sack was the shit.
I always got half sack confused with Juice. I always thought Juice had
Juice.
like not. I didn't get the two people
He
confused.
just wanted to eat his pie at the end before they killed him.
Poor Juice.
Spoilers.
Juice was great.
Yeah.
And then remember, fucking Walton Goggins played the trans or I think it was crossdresser.
Oh yeah.
Walton's
good.
So have you watched? Speaking of Walton Goggins, have you watched Fallout?
No.
It's great. I never liked the games.
See, I never played the game.
I tried to play the games, and I can never get into them. I don't like open world sandbox games.
Yeah.
So I could never. But
so what's that mean? Open world sandbox? Where
So-
it's not really like objective. You just kind of run around and
like, you get objectives, but you can also go explore shit.
Okay.
And I don't like it. Like, just
Yeah.
tell me what I need to do. Like,
yeah.
like just pretend I'm Mario, and I need to get from this side of the level to this side of the level.
Where I gotta get the princess.
Yeah. So I never could really get into them. There's just too much shit you got to do, and like I always feel like I'm missing something.
Yeah. I've tried Red Dead Redemption. That's kind of how that is too,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. And like Red Dead, I always just fuck off and like just do stupid shit when I played
people,
it.
scare
Like,
'em.
same with Grand Theft Auto. I
Yeah.
never really did the missions. I just did stupid shit.
Yeah.
But the show Fallout is incredible. Walton Goggins plays the ghoul, so he's like been dead for 200 years, basically, but like
Big same.
dead on the inside. Yeah, I would highly recommend it. That and there's a show. If you have Amazon, grab the MGM Plus trial and watch a show called From. It's 2 seasons right now.
Uh-huh.
Came out a couple years ago, and it's like,
Well, there's 2 seasons. That the math works. Came out a couple years ago.
yeah, I guess you're right. Third season's coming out pretty soon. But so like it's this town like traps people, and like not everyone gets into it the same way. So like some people are coming. Like at one point, a guy has started like there's a big map on the wall, and he started to do like the pins to show where like everybody's kind of like said that like this is where they were when they ran in. So like everybody kind of like as they're traveling, all of a sudden has to like get stopped because there's a giant tree in the road, and they can't get around it, so they have to like kind of turn around and like go down another like, and it leads them into this town.
Yeah.
But everyone's like, some people were in like California, some people were in like Florida, so it's like, and they all end up in this town, and then they can't leave the town, and then at night these people come out of the woods and try to like, and if you're not inside with your doors locked, they will murder your ass, and they turn into like basically monsters and shit.
Oh.
It's really fucking good. Like, there's some stuff in it that you're just like, it's kind of like some of the effects and stuff are very like Tales from the Crypt 80s.
Yeah.
Like kind of cheesy,
I like that stuff.
but it's pretty good.
Cool. From.
Yeah. I'll tell you the best thing about losing your debit card is when a lot of your stuff goes to auto renew, you just go, nah, I don't want that anymore.
Yeah.
So like Netflix, don't have that anymore. So I don't know what all you had my passwords for. so like Peacock, I don't have Peacock anymore.
Okay, it was just Peacock.
So okay, because that's why I was just like, fuck,
Damn.
Fastlane's on tonight.
Yeah, there's like 5 matches.
But I'm like, I think I can miss.
It'll be on Netflix soon. But you don't have Netflix, so.
Yeah. Oh, they are putting. I thought it was just Raw that's on Netflix.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it might be.
I think just Raw's going to Netflix. But I hardly ever actually make it through a wrestling show anymore, anyways.
Yeah, I think I'm on your Prime too. You saw Prime.
So Prime's the one I'm keeping.
Cool.
Yeah. I got rid of Netflix, Hulu, which got rid of Disney, Shudder, got rid of that.
I mean,
So
you got your VHS tapes.
yeah, and now I got a VCR that's working.
Yeah. You had one that was working, but yeah, one with the remote
Well, I
now.
had to sit over here and watch it
Yeah.
on the little TV. Now I can watch stuff on my big TV.
You got your remote.
But now I'm gonna have to probably hook up that one you brought me with the
Yeah.
DVD player too.
No order a remote for it.
Oh, there's no remote.
Nope, no remote.
This remote looks like I don't know how long this remote's gonna last.
Oh, look at it.
That is.
I like how they have the little finger spot.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. What do you want to talk about, man?
I think we talked about it.
Everything?
Yeah,
We talked about everything.
I think that was a good
We're
little
boring.
ketchup mustard.
I hate mustard
Yeah.
so much. Well, so that's probably it for this episode. Then.
Yeah, we'll have a story. We'll hear about your Orlando trip next time we record, and I'll try to bring some stuff.
Yeah, we'll be back next weekend to record, get a story going.
I'll bring some stuff. We'll hear about Orlando.
We'll probably have a real crime coming up soon.
Or as I call it, Horlando.
Oh, I'm gonna Horlando my ass out.
Okay, good.
I don't know where I was going with that. Have you been to? No, you've never been to Florida,
Nope.
so you've never been to Universal Studios.
Nope.
I was there 15 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Vance Desmond had a TNA match.
Yeah.
He got brought down to do a TNA match. It was him and either one other guy or two other guys against Abyss.
One other guy. I watched
One other guy?
YouTube recently.
Okay.
Yeah.
So while we were there, the promoter of NWA Tri-State, Richard Arpin, who, con man for life, he knew about a hole in the fence of Universal Studios. So we went through that.
You went through a hole in the fence
to get in.
Wow.
And then me and Tim ended up like splitting off from Arpin and his son because like not only did we so we sneak into the park, which whatever, Universal Studios makes so much fucking money.
They'll be okay.
So I don't give a shit about that. But then Arpin somehow through like because Arpin, I mean, he was a con man. Like, he's a carny. He's a wrestling promoter. He was able to somehow get him and his son fast passes because he kept saying that he had like a disability and stuff. So not only did they not pay to get into the park, but then they both got fast passes so they could go to the front of every line. We had Tim, like, we can't be a part of this.
Yeah.
So, but we went to like, I proposed to Tim when Jaws popped out of the water.
Oh, that's like Mallrats.
Yeah, like Mallrats.
Okay.
So we were sitting in the same boat as an old couple.
Yeah.
When I did it, and they did not. They apparently had not seen Mallrats. Tim said yes, though. So in case you're wondering.
Okay. So
but,
when's that gonna happen? That's been a pretty long engagement.
Well, I think like what's it called when you're.
Oh yeah.
When you're married by
law. Oh shit.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when I was there, I either like we didn't explore enough or whatever, but like I was checking out online the other day just to kind of try to plan in my head like what I wanted to do while I was there Monday. It's either 100 times bigger, or I didn't even attempt to look at everything when we were there that time.
Yeah.
But there's so much shit there. Like, I'm pretty pumped for The Simpsons because they still have the Simpsons stuff down there.
Yeah.
So you can go to like Moe's Bar and get a Duff beer.
Oh, that's cool.
All that kind of stuff. So there's the Harry Potter
I've
world.
seen pictures from that. Like,
Yeah.
people pose with the Simpson guys.
Yeah, so that's what I'm looking forward to. Should be a pretty good time though.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
You gonna find out what house you're going to?
Probably.
The House of Hardcore.
Don't I have to do like a sorting hat thing or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Act like you. Oh, don't I?
I don't know much about it.
What is a sorting hat?
I've never watched the movies.
There's a sorting hat on your shelf.
No,
there's not.
There are hats on my shelf. I guess you can sort things from
Yeah,
them.
any hat could be a sorting hat if you got stuff to sort.
They apparently sell interactive wizard wands. So, like, if you get one when you're in the park, there's little, like, gold medallions on, like, the ground and stuff. And you point your wand at it or whatever, and then it shows you, like, how to, like, move the wand in certain ways to cast a spell. And then, like, secret doors open and things. So, like, I was like, well, that seems kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to spend $80 on an interactive wand, but that's pretty cool.
Just beat up some kid and take his.
There is, do you remember I think it was on, like, one of the, like, A&E or one of those E! Entertainment, one of those fucking channels that had reality shows. But Corey Hart and Huntington Tattoo Company. You remember that at all?
No.
So, apparently, Hart and Huntington...
Is he like a BMX rider? Corey
Yeah,
Hart? Okay.
he was like and then he's now pretty big into like the tattoo world. Like he's like, but Hart and Huntington is at Universal Studios.
Oh wow!
And you can get tattoos while you're there, which I was like thinking about getting my arm finished, but I can't imagine how much it costs to get one from there. So it's probably not gonna do that either.
I'm sure it's like at least some sort of minimum.
Probably $1,000. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff there I'm not gonna do.
You gotta rob a lot of people.
I will.
Okay.
You didn't hear that. If you're listening to Universal Studios, I'm lying. I'm not actually gonna rob people.
Watch for you.
But yeah, when I get back, we'll record next weekend with a full episode for you guys.
Awesome stories. I'm gonna bring 3 stories.
3 stories.
Yep.
Okay, I'll bring a true crime story.
Okay, cool.
And if you've listened to this, thank you.
Yep.
Please share the podcast, share the YouTube channel. Tell friends, subscribe, like, all that stuff. Definitely check out the Whiff Whaff video.
Yeah.
Episode 1 is up now. It is going to be a series. I think people are going to dig. It. It was fun. We had a lot. We made it back in. What did we figure out? 2019. Yeah. We filmed that. We filmed the stuff from episode 1 in 2019. So, and then I've never really been able to figure out what to do with it.
Yeah.
And then you were talking about it after the last time we recorded.
I was like, let's just do it.
And I sat down.
Keep it simple.
And for some reason, like, I just was able to see all of it, like, quickly.
I put the fear of God in you.
You did.
Okay, good.
I don't even believe in God. So.
Well, I am God, so I put the fear of me in
Anybody could be. Who knows? All right. Well, thanks for listening. We love you guys.
Wow. Thanks for listening.
We love you in that way of like,
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever. I don't hate you.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. We don't know all of you. But, hey, you could always, like, go to our, Apple Podcast page, leave a review, feedback.
Then I'd love you.
Tell us what kind of piece of shit you are.
Yeah.
Or what kind of piece of shit we are, and we'll decide if we love you or hate you.
Yep. Case by case basis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.